Sorry everybody, it's Xilicks here, and welcome back to week 3 of the MLBA. Today we are facing off against Non-Zero, who he had a very threatening team. However, he did not bring a lot of the mons that I was expecting. He had the potential of bringing the Battle Bond Greninja, which we do not see, a Mega Altaria, and I believe a form of Rotom. It may have been Rotom Mo, I believe was his other option. And then the rest of his team you can see on the other side of the field right there. So as soon as this match started up and I saw the team preview, I was kind of worried because I didn't see the Ash Greninja, which I did heavily prepare for with things like Gastrodon, and there was also the Mega Altaria, which I prepared for with the Zapdos. So right away, I'm a little bit nervous. I did have a strategy of potentially setting up spikes with the Frostlass. I am a Focus Sash setup, and just really looking at his team, I'm not sure what my plan here is. So I believe I do lead off with the Lopunny just to see what happens. He leads off with the Jirachi. I go straight into my Zapdos. If he is a Choice Scarf like Iron Headset, I can go Zapdos and take some hits from it. So I go for the Discharge. I am running the static Discharge, just try to paralyze my opponent's setup, and I do luckily get the Paralyze right away. And he sets up the Trick Room with Jirachi. Now, this is the part where I'm starting to worry because I'm thinking, okay, maybe he's Trick Room Diggersby, maybe he's Trick Room Silvally, but that would be weird because, I don't know, like my team is fast, but I didn't think it was that fast. But then I see this Torkoal, and then I'm thinking, huh, maybe he's like some weird setup Torkoal or something, or I don't know. So he U-turns, takes the Rocky Helmet damage, and he goes into Torkoal. Sets up the Sun in the Trick Room. I discharge for quite a lot of damage. Now, this damage shows me right away he's not max HP. If he was max HP, that would not have done as much. No, sorry. He is max HP. He's not specially invested. So I'm thinking like, okay, he's not specially invested. He's probably physical bulk to take on things like Lopunny. I'm just going to stay in with Zapdos because I do live a Fire Blast in the Sun. However, I don't live if he's Choice Specs. Now, I did not prep for a Choice Specs Trick Room Torkoal set. So I go Amoonguss here to waste a turn of Sun, or sorry, a turn Trick Room, and then go Gastrodon to take the Fire Blast. And this is bad. I do recover. He shows that he's the Silvally Grass. Now, I did want to stay in here predicting him to Parting Shot. I knew he was going to Parting Shot, but I really could not risk Gastrodon with the Torkoal still being around. He Parting Shots into the Jirachi. I cannot put this thing to sleep because it's paralyzed. I go into Crocodile to get the Intimidate and potentially Pursuit Trap it in. And here, he does get fully paralyzed. I go for the knockoff. Now, my play here should have been Earthquake. The reason I knocked was because I thought, okay, maybe like he might U-turn again into the Torkoal. He might hard switch. I probably should have Earthquaked because had I Earthquaked, I would have killed the Jirachi. Instead, he gets off a Healing Wish, bringing the Torkoal back to full HP, meaning he can click Eruption now. And I go Amoonguss here because I was thinking, okay, my play should be hard Gastrodon. He might Solar Beam. I'm going to go Amoonguss predicting the Solar Beam. But him going for Solar Beam would be a bad play anyways, because honestly, like, Eruption still does a lot to Gastrodon, Choice Specs in the Sun at full health. And you'll see here. Actually, I believe he switches. Yeah, he switches right away into Silvally. I go for the Curse. Now, at this point, I kind of give up the battle. There's no way I can win. At this moment, at least, there's no way I could win. And he just stays in here. I predicted the Parting Shot, whatever. I go Crocodile. I have no real way of killing this thing. I tried to knock off its item. I believe he Parting Shots. Yep, he does. He goes into Ditto. He copies my attack drop. Now, this is actually interesting because I'm thinking, okay, well, I can knock off the Choice Scarf. And this is good because then my Lopunny has a chance of beating it later in the game. And then he goes into Terrakion. Now, I knock off here. And I see that he's a Z Crystal. And I'm thinking in my head, okay, this is fine. I gave him the attack raise, but this is actually fine because what can happen here is Lopunny can come in. I can weaken this thing with a few more knockoffs, and then I can kill with Lopunny, maybe get a power-up punch, and then win the game with Lopunny. There was actually a chance here I could win the game with Lopunny. It was a really far stretch until this happens. He sets up the Rock Polish. Now, with the Rock Polish, I 100% lose the game. It's over. I decided to sack Frostlass to get the Intimidate drop again. Not that it's going to do anything anyways. But yeah, this game is done. There's nothing I can do at this point. He just clicks close combat, and he's going to sweep the rest of my team. Now, it's frustrating because, you know, I can't sit here and predict a Choice Specs Torkoal with Trick Room, and then also predict a Rock Polish Terrakion in the back. Like, it's just I don't know what you want from me. Like, I pretty much lost a team preview because Torkoal is just ridiculous. I did play carelessly with both Zapdos and Amoonguss, but I didn't just want to bring in Gastrodon in the event that he clicked Solar Beam, because then the game was straight up over. Like, if he ever clicked Solar Beam on Gastro, Fire Blast kills everything. Eruption kills everything. So, I don't know. I tried to play safe, but at the same time, like, I had to make some plays with Amoonguss to try to get back in the game because I was already way behind. But yeah, this match, it just shows that in Draft League, you know, sometimes you can just out prep your opponent and just win the game. Like, he could have made terrible plays with Torkoal. As long as he kept it alive, though, and as long as he kept a Trick Room setter alive, like, he just wins. Like, what do? I don't do anything. Had I properly prepared for Torkoal and maybe, like, I don't know, ran Assault Vest on random stuff, then okay, I would have been prepared for Torkoal. But then what happens if, like, Altaria is around and sets up Dragon Dances? It's just, I don't know. He has an interesting team that, like, there's so much offense. He really doesn't have any bulk on his team. Like, the only bulk is, like, Torkoal, but he ran it offensive. He has Sovali, but he kind of runs that more of as, like, a utility. Obviously this week it was just to kill Gastrodon. And then, like, Rotom-Mow. So, I might be forgetting him on, but there's no bulk on this team. It's just all offense. Which is, it's hard to prep for that because he can just run whatever offensive sets he thinks are best that week and then just win, you know? So, whatever. I probably should have ran more offense, but with Trick Room, like, what do I do? what do I do? But yeah, that's going to be the matchup. Bit of an unfortunate one, but yeah, I don't know. Draft League is Draft League. So I'll catch you guys next time. Okay, thanks, bye.